Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome back to a rather chilly morning on the finca.
Yeah, we're not good at cold.
It's definitely getting cold now. Today, well, we've got to pick up the rest of the fencing to finish off the enclosure for Donkey and Goatee. We need to do those olives because I didn't do them on Sunday.
Industrial olive production.
Yeah, so they definitely need curing. And we need to get some heating into the place.
It's getting cool in the evenings now. It's forecast to be 25 degrees C, what's that in Fahrenheit? 77, 78-ish, we think. Google it. But in the evenings now it's getting cool, and we had a normal temperatures going down to about 11 degrees C overnight. But last night it went down to 7.7. We think they've had a bit of a cold front come in. So we need to get some sort of fire upstairs in the apartment, even though it's not quite ready. We can still put a fire in, put some chairs in there, keep us warm. And a few other fire and heating associated jobs. We've got a bit of preparation we need to do for winter.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's us for today really. It's a busy day as always. So we'll just crack on. One of the things we need to do is have a place to store our wood. So this is a perfect area under the stairs outside, for either if we've got a fire downstairs or upstairs, we can just put a big pile here. But we need to clear it out because it's full of plant pots and dust and rubbish and all sorts of stuff. And another thing we want to do as well is put a handrail on this staircase. I don't know how imminent that's going to be, but it is something we do need to look at because they're only narrow. Yes, it's obviously a bit of a hazard, so while we're on that we might try and incorporate that at the same time. We'll see how we go with that. But yeah, we need to get our wood prepared, stored here, get that all cleaned out so we can easily take it upstairs for our lovely fire that we're going to put in.
We didn't do the olives over the weekend, so today we're going to do them. We've put the other 2 jars, if you remember, into here with the others that I picked Thursday maybe from the tree. We've weighed them and there's 11 kilos of olives, so that's absolutely fantastic. Now 11 kilos at 30 grams per kilo, we need 330 grams of caustic soda. The problem is we don't know how much water it's going to take to cover them. So what we're going to have to do, 2 litres at a time, is add the water until it's covered, then take the water out, then work out how much caustic soda is going to go in per 2 litre, and if that makes sense, and then just add it as we go. Come back to us, hopefully it'll make sense in a little while. Well, it's taken 7 litres of water, so done a quick calculation, and if we add 50 grams of caustic soda per litre, we're there or thereabouts, because if you remember it was up to 40 grams we could actually add per kilo, between 20 and 40, so we decided we'd go for the 30. So yeah, let's do it. So we've got our 100 grams of caustic soda, we've got 2 litres of water, we need 7 litres of water altogether, so we're just going to do it 2 litres at a time, and then obviously 1 litre. Pour it in there. Stir it in till it's dissolved, and then just pour it over the olives, and just as we did with the jar last week, we leave it then for 6-7 hours and have a look how they're doing, if they're ready. So we'll do that and come back to you.
So this is the plan. That's the fire. It's roughly going to be sitting there. We've just stood it on some stones. The hole in the wall there, remember I had that big pipe sticking out. I've still not finished the ceiling. I'm just going to cut a shorter piece to come out of there, which will then do a couple of angles, drop down into our flue that comes off the back of the fire there. The flue runs through the bedroom, which should heat the bedroom up as it's on its way out, outside and up above the roof. There should be enough draw on that we hope. If not, I might have to extend it a bit above the roof, but we'll see. We'll do a smoke test on it and see. This ceiling that I was doing, if you remember, the wood was absolutely terrible. I had loads of like mad offcuts that I can't use. Well, we're going to be building a little mini kitchen in that corner over there, but also in the bedroom on the mezzanine above the bathroom, remember that big storage area. Well, I'm gonna blank that off as well, and put doors on it so we can shove all our storage stuff out of the way behind there, and therefore we won't be heating all that area as well. It all makes sense, it all takes time, but we will be warm this winter. So first thing I'm going to do is cut a short piece to come out the wall, to pull my flue away from the wall, and then we'll take it step by step. Right, so I've got this old scabby piece I'm going to cut first. I'm just going to cut a flange width off it, because this is just going to stick out the wall a little tiny bit. And that's all we do with the old saw. Hopefully it'll go straight through it. Not quite. There we go. Lovely, that's the piece we need. So he now just goes in there. Like so. Then our angles like that. And I've got two more. With these 45s, we can pretty much put it anywhere we want. He goes in there, and then that one will turn round. So hopefully line up with our flue from the fire. Again, we can just keep rotating these to get them exactly where we want them. Brilliant. Right. So all we've got to go and do now, well, he goes again with these awls, is he'll drop on there, and then we need to match these two up with that up there. We'll have to move the fire back a little bit, I think, maybe, but we'll have a bit of a jiggle about with it, because we obviously need to cut a piece to go in there. The fire needs to lean back a bit, I think. So I'll have a mess about with it and we'll come back to you in a minute. Right, that wasn't too difficult. It's in. It's solid. We've just got it packed up on a few stones for now. As we've said before, we're going to be raising this floor up a bit and building a proper hearth for it. But that will only lift the level of the fire, which means we just need to cut a little bit more off this one if necessary. So all bases covered. If we want to take it out, the angles they just pull out dead easy for any time in the future, for any maintenance, cleaning or whatever. But we're not expecting any problems. So now we need to light a fire in it and do a smoke test on it. So we've got a rudimentary fire going using the smokiest stuff we can possibly find, and we'll see what happens. Look at that, I can feel the heat already though. So there we go, absolutely zero smoke inside and it's pouring out of there. We'll consider that a result. Alrighty, what a result. Temperature's gone up in here from 18 to 27 degrees in less than 10 minutes, burning half a dozen pine cones. That's at 300 degrees C. Sorry, I don't think we're going to be cold this winter. Yeah, it's excessive really. Maybe we'll change it for a smaller one later in the year to see how we go. But yeah, happy days with that. So we need to get our wood pile sorted out now. Right, so that's clear. We've got a wheelbarrow full. But we've got a nice stone base here we can stack our wood on. It needs work in the future. This needs patching up. The Andalusian, not Andalusian, Catalan staircase. The wall as well, but for now it'll do us for the immediate future. We can get our wood in here now.
So we've got somewhere now to put the wood. What we had to do was chop a load. This is last year's almonds from our lovely farmer neighbour. Got a saying in Spain that the wood warms you twice, and that sure is true. So we just need to go and stack it now. And this is the remaining olive from last year that we brought up from the old place. So yeah, here we go.
Right, okay, so it's all stacked. Need to mention, I said, you remember Brian Chrissy, who made me the planting thing? I'm sorry we haven't used yet because we're trying to get hold of some newspaper. Said he's going to make us some door stops because the handles on the Suffolk latches bang against the wall. So I've donated him some olive and some almond. The almond we've got's not very thick, so I've given him the pretty much thickest piece. And the almond, the olive, if you can see it on there when I'm in the shadow, it's all split. Most of it's split and got big holes in it, and there's not much good for turning. But I've also given him 2 big pieces of that he can play with. So enjoy them, Brian. Sharon will be down with them shortly. Anyway, so we're all ready. We're going to use this tub to take it upstairs. I need to build a log basket for next to the fire. So yeah, and just when we thought we're done, we're ready for a beer, but we've now got to go and get the fencing for the enclosure. So we'll be back in a minute, in about an hour. Oh, we're back from the builders merchants. His fence isn't there yet. It's going to be either later on today or tomorrow, anytime up to about 8 o'clock. So we said we'd go back on Thursday now. It never rains but it pours.
No, typical Spanish, unfortunately. Lovely people, but everything's mañana.
Everything's late, yeah. But not to worry, at least we've got our fire sorted out, so if it is chilly later on and overnight, we can sit in front of the fire inside.
Yeah. Having said that, it's been an absolutely gorgeous day. There's still not a single cloud in the sky. But yesterday was really grim and really miserable, and we were so cold last night.
It was a warning to us.
Yes, so we thought we'd get prepared, get ready for winter.
Because it's not going to get any warmer now until March-ish.
No.
So,
no.
Yeah, usually it can get down to -4 overnight here, but the days are generally warm and sunny. So, but there's a massive contrast. Yeah, between the day and the night time temperature, there's a huge contrast, and you really feel it. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, the olives are done. They're still soaking. We've got about another hour to go, so we'll.
Not ready yet.
Not ready yet.
Not ready
We'll update you on those tomorrow. But they're looking good. At least they're in the solution. They're not going to get wasted, which I was worried about because I kept putting it off. And I thought, we're going to lose them. Need to do it today.
Yeah,
so they're done now.
They're on. They're back in the bag. So yeah, that's it for today. Another epic failure, but a massive success also. We're very happy about having some heat in the house.
Indeed we are.
Yeah. So yeah, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please consider subscribing to the channel somewhere down there. If you check the little bell, select all, you'll get notified by YouTube every time we upload a video. Thank you so much again to all the subscribers and all the people that have supported us. Absolutely amazing. We couldn't do it without you.
No.
And
we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks guys.